Well, hello, everybody. Good evening. Charlie here with Red Summit RF. We're going to try something a little different tonight. We're going to see if I can talk enough to keep us going. Dan is in the chat room instead of hopping in here with me. I thought I'd do something solo today. So, welcome all you guys in the chat room and all you guys who will be listening and watching later. Just thought I'd do something a little different. What I wanted to do was just kind of get caught up on a few things and tell you guys about a few things going on with the channel and just kind of update you. Tank Radio's in the chat as well, and so's Jesse and a few others that I know, Todd and Scout 75. So welcome to all you guys. Tonight, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of interact with the chat a little bit and kind of go over a few things that I wanted to talk about. So I'm glad you're here. At least a few people are in the chat so we can communicate and talk. And then if there's anybody who might want to pop on a little later and just get on the video, that's fine too. You can just let me know in the chat. So the first thing I just wanted to let everybody know, I've been traveling quite a bit lately. And so I have like a video that's kind of just been sitting there. It hasn't even been done yet. And the CW key one, and then there's one from the Cali trip a month ago that I still haven't got to, and then now I just got back from Yosemite from a YouTuber's trip, and I haven't even got that video off of the GoPro yet. So just work's been keeping me busy, and a few other things. So I just kind of wanted to make sure everybody kind of knew I haven't forgot about the channel. It's just a really busy time right now. So I wanted to kind of first of all let you guys know about what we did on the Cali trip, the California Soda Poda trip. That was, let me look at my calendar here. That was September 9th through the 12th. And it was a really good time. What we did was 7 of us. There was supposed to be a couple more, but there were 7 of us. All but one were YouTubers who have channels. Adam, K6ARK, who you know, and Chuck, KK6USY, Chris, N1CLC, and Jason, KC5HWB. He's the Ham Radio 2.0 guy. And Frank Tank in the chat right now, KG5AHJ. They're all YouTubers. Hey there, Dan and Brian. How you doing too? And then Javi, K6TNT was there on the trip with us as well. So it was a big group of people. What we did was we went to a campground, pretty much the only forest that was open in California. We went just outside of Yosemite. There was a campground. We went there and camped. And so I flew into Reno, Nevada. And when I got there, I actually picked up a couple of stragglers. Frank and Jason were there at the baggage terminal waiting for me, and grabbed our bags. And then we went over to the rental car and grabbed a 4-wheel drive 4-door truck and drove to the campsite. So it was me and Frank and Jason. It was a good time driving there. When I got there, we just kind of set up. Chris, N1CLC, had brought me a tent and a few other things, and so I just threw everything in the tent, and then we just kind of shoot the breeze a little bit and had food, and then I drove out to. There was no cell service in camp, so hey there, Andy, in the chat as well, and K8DRT QRP, hey there. So there was no cell service in the camp, and actually most of the places we drove to as well. So it was kind of an interesting weekend. But so in camp, I had to kind of drive back out to the road to check into my CW Ops, CW Academy class, and I brought portable stuff so I could send Morse code, but he didn't ask me to do that, thankfully. But I had it set up so we could. So that first night we just kind of settled in, and then threw up the air mattress and out of the box, my air mattress that I bought out of the box did not hold air. So that was quite an interesting night. It had a built-in air bag in it, or air pump in it. And so I was turning it on every 2 hours to fill some air up. So that was interesting. Roger says, I thought that was Javier. Met him at Quartz Fest a couple of years back. He might have been the guy to blame for me doing soda. Yes, that is the same guy, Javier. He led a couple of presentations and an actual activation at the Quartz Fest, and he said he's going to be there this coming year as well. So the air mattress, yeah, it didn't hold air. This just like always. So, but I actually came prepared. I had a hammock with a thermarest in my suitcase as well. So I set that up and just I left everything stored in the tent, but I slept in the hammock the rest of the 3 nights or whatever. So it says, really looking forward to the videos from all who participated. Yeah, me too. I want to take a good look at those as well. K8DRT. Everybody got different perspectives. It was pretty interesting. One of the, I think it was at the first day in Yosemite when we were doing a Parks on the Air activation near Puppy Dome. There was pretty much everybody was rolling at the same time. So it was pretty cool. But I'm looking forward to everybody's videos as well. So that first night was kind of interesting. I didn't get a lot of sleep, but the next morning we got up and drove. I don't know, it was probably 45 minutes into Yosemite, and did Parks on the Air at Puppy Dome. That was kind of a failure. It was really, I don't know, it must have been in the valley we were in or something, but it didn't work out well. So after an hour or 2 or 3 there, we decided to drive up the road to the Olmsted Point. And I was able to activate Yosemite there at Olmsted Point, and so was everybody else. So we all got activated with Yosemite. And then that next day, we went on to Mona Lake, Tufa State Natural Reserve. Pretty interesting place. Kind of like a salty, briny place with the tufas are little things that poke up, and that was pretty interesting. All got activated there as well. And then we went on to the Big Meadow Brewing Company to have dinner at Bridgeport, California. So that was pretty fun too. And then it was into the hammock and sleep and then that was Friday. And so the next day on Saturday, Chris, N1CLC, and Javier, K6TNT, and I decided we were going to split off from the rest of the group. We were going to go do soda in Yosemite National Park again. Gaylord Peak is 10-pointer. So the 3 of us went and did that. It was kind of it was relatively difficult peak, but it was very scenic, and I have some great footage of that. I'll be making a video of that for sure. While we were on that peak, the rest of the group drove to a drive up called Masonic Mountain, and they were there, and we did summit to summit, and so that was pretty fun. And then after they left Masonic Mountain, then we went over to Masonic Mountain, and they were headed over to Bodie State Historic Park. And then after we activated Masonic Mountain, then we headed over to Bodie State Park. And then we finally all regrouped. Scout 75 says, keep an eye out for you all on the Soda Pota spots, but I didn't see you when I was out. Glad you all had a great time. Yeah, we did. We had an absolutely marvelous time, all of us. So that was Saturday, and then we just went back to the camp, and Adam, K6ARK, made us some spaghetti. He was like the chef du jour, man. He every day, every morning, he made us sandwiches that were like that thick. It was just huge, and we threw them in our packs, and then he made us breakfast sandwiches both mornings, and it was just he was really taking care of us. So thank you, Adam. Really appreciate you contributing the way you did, and it made the trip all the better. So then, after that, we activated all those Pota and soda. So we decided the next night I slept in my hammock again. We drove back up to Reno, and I was really worried about who I was going to be sitting next to in the flight because 4 days with no shower. But luckily, Frank and Jason let me scoot into their hotel once they checked in before I went to the airport and grab a quick shower. So I was really, really grateful for that. So let's see, what do we got here? Jesse. Jesse says, I fire up the rig every time ham alert goes off for Charlie and Adam, and I'm home. Haven't heard them yet though. Dang noise floor. Yeah, it's it's tough, especially going all the way up there to the VK or VE land. So, but that's all right. We'll get you in the logs eventually. So for that trip, there's just 2 things I wanted to mention. Primarily, I wanted to thank all 6 of the other guys who were on that trip. They were all just amazing and very, very nice, very kind, and very fun. The hospitality of all of them was great. I mean, it was just, I don't know, I can't explain how much camaraderie there was, and nobody really got upset about anything, or we just kind of all worked out whatever, and it wasn't not that big a deal. So it was cool. And also I wanted to, like Jesse said, he wasn't able to work me, but I wanted to mention to those of you who did chase me, either for the Parks on the Air or Summits on the Air. I really appreciate that, and so do the rest of us. It just makes it so much funner when you have a whole bunch of people wanting to chase you, and so I really appreciate it. Adam had to step it up because Tank couldn't bring his smoker. Well, yeah, that's funny. I don't know if we have video of that, but Frank was on a grill anyway. We had him on the hamburgers one of the nights, so that's funny. So anyway, thank you guys for chasing. I have my log over here. I haven't had time yet to enter the logs, but I'll do that, and I'll make sure that I do the Parks on the Air ones too. So that's the trip. I've been like I said, I had a trip. I had 1 or 2 trips before that, and I have one coming up here again. On leaving on in a few days here, and I'll be gone for 4 days, leaving my wife behind. So it just seems like I can't get caught up. But so that's why I thought I'd throw this stream out here and kind of chat with you guys a little bit. Todd says, sounds like an awesome trip. I always wanted to travel to that part of the country. Guess I'll always be the east on the east side of the Mississippi. Well, you never know what'll happen. I never thought I'd be traveling. I grew up in Wyoming and on a farm, and I thought that I would never ever see the ocean, and I'd never make it to California or Arizona or anything like that. And I've kind of been all over. So you never know, things change. So unfortunately, I didn't have any time to play radio and chase you guys down. Yeah, it was. It's just the way it is sometimes. Some people can, some people can't. My apologies that I couldn't work you. I think I missed you on both your California excursions. Yeah, we'll get you, Jose. In fact, we'll probably do a joint activation sometime. We've been talking about that for a while, but we'll set something up and get a chance to meet. I wanted to kind of mention, after I clear my throat here, wanted to kind of mention the things that are coming up on the channel in the next, I don't know, month or so. First of all, most of you know that I have started the paddle reviews, and I don't know if I can bring that up or not. Probably not. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, maybe I can share a screen here. Let's see if I can do that real quick. Share screen. I'm going to go over here and go to my channel and see if we can pull up, just show you guys real quick. That's not it. This can be right here. Yeah, see right here, we've got the portable Morse code paddle series. So I've started that. There's just been 2 so far. I have another one that I've kind of started a review of, and you probably can't see back here, but behind me there is a whole bunch right in here. Right from here to here, all that area right there. Those are all paddles that I'm going to be reviewing at some point. I have enough paddles either on order or in my possession or in a list that people have suggested me to probably last at least a year if I do one or 2 a month. So that'll be pretty good. So that's coming up. I'll continue to do that, try to get at least 1 a month in, and if not 2. So that's so I've been watching those, really enjoying them. Keep it up. Cool, thanks. I appreciate that. And then great series so far. Cool. Yeah. And hey Charlie, how is everyone? Hey there. How do you say your name? Covain, I guess. Welcome. So let's see if I can get this going again. So the paddles, that's one thing, and then the other thing I have is the live stream. We've been doing this live stream now, me and Dan and Brian, who both are my co-hosts, who are both in the chat with me, for almost a year on September 27th. So after our next live stream coming up, it'll be a complete year of doing the streams. And it's time to go with season 2. I don't think we'll we kind of slowly, I don't know if you guys noticed, we kind of slowly transitioned into a new brand. Maybe I'll pull my screen up again and show you that real quick. But so you guys probably notice it anyway, but I'm gonna pull it up and show you. So, in the videos, this is kind of what it looks like now, but let me see, maybe we'll go to videos here and go that way. So a way back, it was kind of like, this was kind of the brand we had for the live stream. And then, and it was more, the streams were more of interviewing somebody who had been doing summits on the air. And we found that while that was interesting and those interviews were pretty good, most people enjoyed more a topic-driven discussion. So you'll see these. First of all, we changed kind of the coloring of the brand a little bit, and then each of these now, instead of saying being an interview of a person, we bring a person on and we give them a topic. So like everybody knows WW7D, and he had that article, so we had that as our topic. So that's kind of the transition that we are making into season 2 for the stream. I'll continue to do the Summits on the Air stuff. It's something I have a passion for, so I'll continue to go out there and activate summits and film them, and then the ones that are good, I'll put up again, probably 1 or maybe 2 a month of those. I activate much more than that, and I have a lot of footage that's out there that a lot of times I just delete it, but I kind of changed my mind a little bit, so I'm probably going to put just some of the raw footage. If I go out and activate a summit and I get some of the footage, and then I'm like, I don't really have time to make a video, I might just do just kind of an uncut, just kind of throw it all out there and put it someplace for you guys to watch, just so it's not content that's completely lost. So I might try that a little bit. And so the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add in parks on the air and other types of portable operations. And what I mean by that is I'm going to expand what I'm doing. I'm doing SOTA right now, but I'm going to start doing a little bit more parks on the air and taking you to see Arizona a little bit more. Go up to the Grand Canyon or to the Montezuma's Castle, Indian Ruins, or places like that you may not have seen before. So I'll try to get into those places and activate them as a parks on the air activation and show you around Arizona a little bit. So that's going to be coming up this next year. So there's a lot of different variety, expanding a little bit from the Summits on the Air stuff. But again, I'm sticking with the Summits on the Air. We'll continue to do that. And so one last thing that's it's not necessarily on the channel, but something else that I'm doing is on TikTok. I am, as a lot of you know, I'm in the CW Academy. Let me just stop here and see it's crazy how fast video footage takes up over the laptop. Oh my gosh, yes, I had to get an external drive, 2 or 3 terabytes just to store the video footage. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to build a TikTok channel a little bit, and so what I've done is I'm kind of recording just little snippets of my journey through the CW Academy and me learning Morse code better. I think it might help some of those of you who are out there to kind of get an understanding or a feeling for how the Morse code classes run, and I would highly recommend it. Let's see. He says, I love the CW audio that you do too. Cool. Thanks, Jose. So coming up then, I've got a lot of busy travel stuff, and then I've got the TikTok posts that I'll also post to Twitter. So if you guys don't know, I'm really active on Twitter, probably more than any of the other social media platforms. And, I have a lot of interaction with people on Twitter. And I have probably 1,300 followers there, and I post things there more than I do any of the other channels. I do have a Instagram, which is probably my least used. I have Facebook, which I post relatively frequently, and then like I said, I'm starting the TikTok thing. And so Jose says that that is a great thing. Yeah, I think you're talking about the TikTok little snippets. So cool. This coming, what is it? It's not this coming Sunday, but the next live stream that we're having and Brian and Dan will be with me on that one. It'll be on September 26th. We usually run on Sundays, usually every other Sunday, at like 4 o'clock my time, which is 2300 UTC. Every other Sunday, we run the live stream, and so the next one is the 26th. And we're going to have on a guy named Tom. He's N2YTF. And he's going to be talking. He's been in SOTA from the very beginning and even before SOTA. And he's done a lot of different portable ops things. And so the theme of that stream on the 26th is going to be the unlimited possibilities of portable radio. And Tom's going to talk all about some of these off the wall or different portable radio experiences that he's had. So don't miss that on the 26th. Also, the following stream after that, which would be 2 weeks after that, I think it's October 10th. I was just talking to these guys just a few, earlier today. October 10th, yeah. On October 10th, we're going to have on some of the channels, other channels who do summits on the air. Some of the guys that channels I've been interested that are relatively new. And let me talk about that in just a minute. But pull this up, and so Shane says, "I thought I already had sub. Sorry for the delay." That's probably, I don't know if that's for me or somebody else, but it's for I see it's for Jesse. Cool. So Soda YouTubers on October 10th, I'm gonna have on Jesse VE6JTW, who's in the chat, and his YouTube channel is VE6JTW CDN Rockies Radio Adventure. He's out of where are you? Where do you live out? I know it's Canada, but where do you live, Jesse? Throw that in the chat. Also, Shane KD9NJJ Scout 75. He's also in there. We're gonna have him on the show as well. Mike AC0PR. He's not, I don't know if he's on right now, but he's a guy I actually have drawn inspiration from. He's been doing summits on the air videos longer than I have, so we'll have him on. Tim N7KOM, his YouTube channel is called Upsection K7KOM, and he's done some really fascinating summits on the air activations as well. So we'll have him on, and then Jeremy KL7EC. KL7EC Outdoors, and Jeremy's from Alaska. He's done just a few right now. His channel is relatively new, but he's done a few activations in Alaska. So it's going to be interesting to see how his channel goes. So let's see here what else we have in the chat. Keep in touch. Oh yeah, that's interplay there. CDN is short for Canadian, and I live 20 kilometers outside of Calgary, Alberta. Okay, cool. Thanks, Jesse. So we've got those two streams, and I would agree with Jesse that Tim's channel is great, but Jesse's channel is great too, and he's come a long way just in the last few videos. I mean, Jesse knows that the first video or two were, the ones he has now versus the ones he did. Both he's made a lot of improvements, so good for you. So other than those two streams coming up, we also have more portable paddle features, which I mentioned, and then there's a couple of events that I wanted to share with you guys, make sure you know about. One is here in Arizona coming up on October 2nd, which is that's going to be in 2.5-3 weeks. That's the 10-Point Madness Summit to Summit event, and that's where we have I think at this point we've got 32 different 10-point summits that will be activated simultaneously. So all in Arizona. There are also people outside of Arizona who will be participating, and whether maybe not necessarily with a 10-point summit. I know some people are hopping on 2s or 6s or whatever. Some are getting some 10s, but I know some people in the East Coast are going to participate, AC1Z. I actually have a guy who reached out to me from where was it? Sweden, I think, who said he's going to be trying to participate and listen in, because we're all starting really early in the morning on Arizona time. I think it was 7 a.m. our time, which is 1400 Zulu. So, and then it says, and then so let's see what we got here. Jose, I'll be activating in Texas on October 9th if all goes well. Cool. We'll try to catch you there. 32 different simultaneous summits. So it's really crazy. If you ever make it to Arizona during this time, I mean, you can activate a summit easily with just a VHF. And I have had in the past, I've had up to 20 just VHF only 10-point summit to summit contacts during this event, and so just a great time. So let's see, what else is there? So, you guys can participate either as chasers or as activators for that 10-point summit. And anywhere you are in the United States, I'm sure you'll be able to hear us, especially if you have a decent station, or especially if you get on a summit, then it makes it even better and a little bit more fun. So let's see. So in addition to that, there's the European North American Summit to Summit event. And that's going to be on November 6th. And that's a little bit more interesting, a little different than the 10-Point Madness, because this is the November 6th time frame, plus and minus, is the ideal time. It's just the propagation, the way that the gray line sits, all the conditions are just perfect for getting into Europe. And so you got to start early, though. So again, it's going to be similar to the 10-Point Madness. If you start around 1400 or so, Arizona time anyway, we get on the summit around 1400, then there's going to be a lot of European stations looking for summit to summit contacts. And I don't know about you guys, but I've only had like one or two summit to summit contacts across the pond. I've had one actually over to Australia, and then I think I've just had one other one. So not too many. So this is the great opportunity to just get on a hill. It doesn't have to be a 10-pointer, it can be any size hill, and just get up there early and see if you can work summit to summit DX. It sounds very interesting to me, and it's something I've been wanting to do more of. So this is the window. So hopefully you guys will participate. Let's see what else we got here in the chat. It will be like a magic, even like magic. Yeah, Dan, it will be like magic. Even I will make a summit. Good, Dan. Yeah, you're going to be right next door to me there in the White Mountains. Cool. And then Jose says, can you do a S2S without activating a summit? Do you mean by that? Well, you don't have to activate it as long as you're on a summit that is a legal summit. You may have activated it earlier, and then so it's not eligible for you to activate again, but you can still do a summit to summit. So hopefully that's answers your question, Jose. You can in that regard. K8DRT says, I told the YL if I was spending this much money to go out to Arizona, I'm bringing a radio and operating at some point. Yes, if you come out, you're going to be. Why don't you look me up, in fact, or somebody who's in the chat, Dan or Brian, any of us who are in Arizona, K8. What's your drop your name in there so I know who it is. K8DRT. Look us up. We'll come take you. We'll take you out on a summit or something. That'd be pretty cool. So that's pretty much all I have. I didn't really want to take this too long. I didn't want to go a full hour, just around a half hour. But if you guys are interested in hopping in real quick and saying hi, you are certainly welcome to do so. I can let you in, and you can hop in and say a few things. But those are the kind of the things I wanted to cover, just to kind of let you know what's going on. And let me see if I can share, and just whoever's in chat can pop in here. Let's see. That's not it. It's going to be invite, copy to clipboard. Boy, this is going to be dangerous. I'm going to put this in the chat. We'll see what happens. There's the link if anybody wants to join me for a minute before I wrap it up, just to chat for a minute. But that's about all I had. I was able to talk for a half hour. That's pretty good, right? So I hope you guys come back to the channel more. I'm trying to expand a little bit. Dan and Brian are still going to be on the normal Sunday thing, but I might do some off schedule streams a little bit more too. Another thing I wanted to mention is if you guys find yourselves commuting and you don't really have an opportunity to watch this, I do have a what do you call it? A podcast. I take the live streams, all the live streams, and I move them over to there's Brian. I move them over to a podcast. So let me show you that real quick, if I can. Let me share my screen. Thanks for hopping in, Brian. Share screen, and right over here, I'm going to go to social media. So this is what it looks like. Coming on up. So there are quite a few people who listen. If I go to the episodes here and show you the history, it's 41 plays, 44. So it depends on the episode, but all these are, if you just go look on your regular podcast app, you can find all of these live streams in the podcast form. And so it might be easier for some of you to follow if you feel like it, whatever you want. So what's up, Brian?
Well, while you were talking, I worked Mongolia on 20 meters CW. JT1CO is booming in on 14025 to Arizona right now. If anybody needs Mongolia.
Wow. Well, I don't know if I have a good enough. I don't have a good enough station to do that, man. You got the beam and everything.
That, and I'm catching up on logs. This is a Porter Mountain here that I'm entering, and I'm like 4 logs deep right now from SOTA that haven't been entered. So I'm working on getting that one in right now as well.
Yeah, and, me too.
We got something else going on here in about probably right about now, actually.
What is? Oh, that's right. I got to get on that.
Yes, it is. You got to get your fingers moving there.
I know. So those of you who don't know, I'm going to be over on that radio here in probably 2 minutes to send CW at 25 words a minute. It's the CW test, they call it, for CW
Yes.
Academy.
Yeah, the mini CWTs.
The mini CWTs on CW Ops. So it's already started. So I think I'll jump off here in just a minute, but we can be a little bit late. Nobody's keeping score, right?
For sure. You're good to go, man. Like I said, Zone 23, it's out there if you need it.
All right. Cool. All right. Anything else in the chat? If not, I'm going to go over and work some speedy CW.
And congratulations, Charlie, on the 1-year anniversary on a fantastic channel.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Congratulations to you, my friend.
Sure. I'll take it. I'm not sure for what. I mean, I did get up this morning and I managed to, put my shoes on. So we're good.
Okay. All right, but everybody, I'm going to drop this and we'll catch you then on the 26th. And I'm not sure there will be a video release between now and then, but I'll try. So 73 to you guys, and Brian, thanks for hopping on and telling me. I would have totally forgot.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Got your back.
All right. All right.
Later, buddy.
Catch you guys later.